Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Um, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions. Before this video starts, smash the like button, guys. Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the notification bell for, to be notified when I upload a video. Guys, I'm being asked a lot about when are you doing your next live? We want you to do a live. I'm, being sent messages on Insta. Guys, when I'm ready or when I'm fit and able to do it, I will definitely let you guys know and definitely do it. Right now, I'm not really in a state where I can speak for longer than like 10 minutes. And then my head starts banging, it starts hurting. Just, yeah, I'm just going through a bit of a rough period. I can do these videos because it kind of gets my mind off, and it kind of gets me relaxed, and it gets me talking about boxing. But after about 10 minutes, my head starts hurting and I can't really concentrate, hence why I'm not doing lives. When I feel like I'm fit, I'll definitely start doing lives. You can probably see I'm on medication. Obviously, I'm a little bit slow. So yeah, I'm just still trying to get these videos out because I want to keep the content going. But yeah, I'm just not in a fit state to do the lives. But when I am, I will definitely do the lives, and we'll definitely get back to doing the lives, because you guys know how much I enjoy interacting with you guys, because it means a lot to me, and the channel means a lot to me. So yeah, hopefully we will definitely get back to doing lives. But guys, I want to talk about something that Canelo Alvarez has said about Wilder and Fury today, and I think he made a very strong point, made a very good point. Canelo Alvarez said that Wilder lacked conditioning. He didn't really have conditioning. He didn't really have the moves. And he goes, Fury's a great fighter. I don't really think Wilder lacks stamina. I just think that Wilder had that strategy for that particular fight. I don't think Wilder lacks stamina at all. I think Wilder's got very good stamina, and I pointed this out in another video when he fought Luis Ortiz. His stamina was great. He actually got hurt in that fight, and then he came back and actually won, and he was still looking good in the late stages in that fight. The reason why he looked so gassed and so tired in the last two fights against Fury is because he's come in so heavy. And when you come in so heavy, Deontay Wilder's body's not made to carry 230 pound plus. He's a 215, 210 pound, 16, 17 pound man. And he's carrying at least 20, 30 kg more than what his body's supposed to be carrying. Hence why he was basically coming in with a strategy where Fury couldn't bully him. The mistake that he made is that Fury was going to bully him regardless, because Fury was always going to be a bigger man. Wilder was never going to be able to bulk up to 260, 70, where there would be no weight advantage for Fury. And even if he did, it'd be a case where Wilder would literally gas, or Wilder won't be able to move. And I actually think him bulking up actually impacted his performance. And the reason why it impacted his performance, because I think Wilder doesn't need to be big, because I actually think the slimmer he is, the more explosive he's going to be, and the more explosive his right hand's going to be, the sharper he's going to be, the quicker he's going to be, the more lighter on his feet, the better stamina. All of these things he would have had if he didn't bulk up, and he still would have had the power. He still would have been able to hurt Tyson Fury. The bulking up didn't really help because Fury still got up. It's not like there was more power. Yeah, there might have been more power, more strength, but Fury still managed to get up. I just think he would have had more stamina. He would have been sharper, and he would have been able to go. He would have been able to go the distance a lot easier, and he wouldn't have been tired in the first fight. Look at Wilder; he hurt Fury in the 12th round. He wasn't tired, was he? In the last round, Wilder knocked Fury down. I know in the last round he was a little tired. He couldn't get Fury out of there. But, it's a 12-round fight. It was a hard fight, and anyone's going to be tired. Even Fury was tired. I know Fury came on strong in that last round, but Fury was tired as well. So my point I'm making is that after 3 rounds, Wilder was knackered. So I do agree with Canelo that Wilder needed better conditioning, but I think it was down to Wilder. I think they came in with that strategy. I think Wilder came in for a shootout. Wilder wanted to knock Fury out early on, quickly. And I think that kind of backfired a little bit, because you can't really prepare a fight for a 3-4 round shootout, because if you get past that, and he was completely spent. It was just heart and determination that was keeping Wilder in that fight. If you look at that fight, Wilder was staying in that fight through heart and determination. That's it. He was basically toughing it out. He was just determined. He had a massive heart, and he kept going. But he wasn't. He was from a conditioning point of view. Canelo's right. He didn't have good enough conditioning, and that was down to him carrying such huge weight. He's carrying at least 20-25 pounds more than what he should be at, what he should be weighing at. So I'm not surprised after a couple of rounds he was tired. I didn't understand it. I think Wilder should have come in light. I think he would have given himself a better chance of winning. Because I think he needed to be sharp. Fury was always going to bully him, no matter what weight Wilder came in. Fury was always going to be the bigger man. He was always going to be stronger. He was always going to be naturally, because Fury's just naturally bigger than Wilder. And Wilder went away from, if you look at the first fight, Wilder had a lot of success. I think Fury also fought a wrong game plan. He also didn't fight the way he did in the second and third fight. But if you look at the second and third fight, Wilder bulked up, and Wilder came in heavy for both those fights. And his performances, for me, weren't as good. Although, in this third fight, he was better. I definitely think that if Wilder had come in lighter like he did the first fight, I think Wilder's performance would have been better. And I'm not saying he would have won the fight, but he would have given himself a much better chance of beating Deontay Wilder. Beating Tyson Fury. But I think the game plan, I think they did a great job, because I think it was a great heavyweight fight. Everybody was really, really... everyone's loved the fight. Everybody loved it. It was such a great affair. It was such a great fight. I just think Wilder came in with the wrong strategy. I think if Wilder had come in with lighter, what he normally weighed for majority of his career, I think he would have given himself a better chance of winning. But, they came in with a game plan, and, it almost worked. Sometimes at elite sport, at elite level, sometimes, the margins are very, very small. If there was a couple of more seconds in that round, or if there was 20 seconds more in that round, Wilder probably knocks Fury out. Because Fury was done. When Fury went to the corner, he was in big trouble. I know they say he wasn't hurt, and Fury was in big trouble. You could tell that the way he went down for the second knockdown, that was the nothing punch. You know, and he basically just fell down. He was in big trouble. He was hurt. You know, your eyes never lie. When Fury hit the canvas, his eyes were glazed, and he was in trouble. So if there was a 30 seconds, Wilder might have knocked him out. So then we would have been saying Wilder's strategy was a complete genius. You see, so the margins are very, very small at elite sport level. And this is why I say that when people say Wilder's garbage, it really frustrates me, because at one minute you're saying Fury's great for beating him and he's the greatest of this era. The next minute you're saying Wilder's garbage. He's not garbage. Wilder lacks certain skills and certain fundamentals, but he has something on the inside, and he has attributes that make him great, hence why he's able to compete with Tyson Fury. If Wilder wasn't great, he wouldn't be able to compete with Tyson Fury. I know people will say he's not competing, he lost 3 times, but he is competing, because the first 2 fights were, the first fight and the third fight were competitive. So he is competing. He knocked Fury down 4 times across 3 fights. And you don't do that if you're not good. He just doesn't have the fundamentals that we normally see in a typical boxer. He's different. You know, people say a one-trick pony. You know, he's got that right hand, but it's irrelevant if he's got that right hand, because he can beat he can beat virtually every heavyweight, apart probably from Tyson Fury. So that makes him great. Otherwise, he wouldn't be competing with Tyson Fury the way he was. He wouldn't be, we wouldn't have seen one of the greatest heavyweight fights, last Saturday, if Wilder wasn't a good fighter. But I just think he got his strategy wrong, and Fury capitalized. I think Wilder tried to bulk up, and Canelo's right, he lacks stamina. He did lack stamina. I mean, I don't think Wilder's a fighter that lacks stamina. I don't think Wilder's somebody that has stamina issues, but I think he lacked stamina. He lacked conditioning because of the size he put on. The weight, he was muscle bound. He was heavy, so that's why he lacked conditioning. That's just my opinion. I don't think Wilder's a guy that lacks stamina, because I've seen him in the past against Luis Ortiz. Where Luis Ortiz really put him under pressure, and Wilder was able to come back. And even in the Fury fight the first time, he showed good stamina. In the 12th round, he knocked Fury down. So Wilder, he doesn't lack stamina. It's just that he's come in heavy, and he's come in heavier than what his body can handle. And unfortunately, he was gassed after a couple of rounds, because he doesn't have, his body can't carry that weight for, in a fight. Remember, it's 3 minutes a round. It's a lot to carry around. When you're carrying extra weight, you're gonna get tired. Imagine going into a fight with like a backpack. It's gonna tire you. You're throwing punches. You're under a lot of physical, pressure, mental pressure. The guy's on top of you. The guy's big and stronger than you as well. The guy's punching you in the head. So all of those things, and then on top of that, you're carrying extra weight. That's gonna tire you very quickly, and hence why Wilder tired. But I don't think he has a stamina issue, but he definitely needed better conditioning to beat Fury. Canelo's right. But because he came in heavy, he didn't have it. But that's just my take, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Smash the like button as always. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Peace.